reports, and then we're at Acts 15, where the believers, the sort of leading or ruling council, if you want that, in Acts 15, led by James, the half-brother of Yeshua, Jesus, they present a starting point for Gentiles. Do they have to undergo circumcision before they're saved? Do they have to do this, that, and the other? And it's sort of established practice of a certain proportion of the law before they're really believers. And no, you're a believer and you're saved when you put your trust, seek forgiveness and justice and payment through belief in Messiah. And then you can begin with a few things that are not going to keep you out of fellowship, where, as it says in Acts 15, every Sabbath the Torah of Moses will be read. So you'll learn basically the scriptures that would have been around, which was everything to the left of Matthew. So you didn't study Colossians, you didn't study Galatians, you didn't study Romans because it wasn't around, okay? So you have these mission trips where should we start with believers? Well, have them stay out of these few things that we know a lot of that world is into, and then just immerse them in the fellowship of the synagogues where they'll hear Moses and the Torah being read and the scriptures in full and so forth, and they'll grow at different rates but progressively. And that's really the message to Gentiles. Now, to Jewish people, or to the Jewish believers at that time who were not in Messiah, they thought Gentiles, no, those are dirty. We can't visit them. We can't even touch them or visit their house, okay? Tradition of man, okay? Inhibited the spread of the gospel. So, Paul, though, having this vision and hearing from the risen Messiah that he's going to be sent out to represent that gospel to the Gentiles, is a new thing. It is countercultural in Israel at that point to even speak in that sort of way. So Jewish people don't like it, and all that he goes to, including Colossae, I think that's how you say it, Colossae, they have a mixture of Jewish presence, okay, and also Gentile presence. And so, depending upon how you grew up in your traditions, you're either going to be reluctant on this idea of Gentile inclusion, or you're going to be reluctant maybe on not incorporating some of your own local cultures. So if you can imagine the Jewish tradition that's in the way is the idea that Gentiles are not part of God's plan unless they become Jewish. But from the Gentile perspective coming to faith, their inhibition of fulfilling what it means to become a believer is that they're bringing in and dragging in some of their own religious ideas from the past, and they're incorporating those that are not consistent with Torah. The interesting thing is Jewish tradition of not Gentile inclusion and Gentile idea of bringing in various cultural religious norms, neither are consistent with Torah, okay, and prophets and so forth. So each perspective has its challenge to become one and truly get rid of those traditions that are stopping God's plan and really have the thing take off. So Paul is all about this thing of establishing the core, okay, which needs to get rid of some things and needs to add some things. So